order to support his lavish lifestyle, he called the Estates General.
France was a divided country,
separated by stark divisions in social classes.
At the top of the social structure was the king, followed next by the clergy and other religious leaders, and then by the lords and other nobility. Finally, in the bottom of the social ladder was any other people, including artisans, merchants, and commoners.
The lower class felt very dissatisfied and unrepresented in the Asian regime, the current political system.
Because of the disparity between the high class and the lower class, the Third Estate rebelled and planned to create a new constitution.
Constitution, which the Third Estate called the Declaration on the Rights of Men, revolutionary leaders drew great inspiration from Enlightenment thinkers.
Locke's values of life, liberty, and the property were important in the design of the Declaration. They believed that reason should guide all human affairs.
Composed of 17 articles, this declaration revolutionized society.
The first article from the Declaration of the Rights of Man is that all men are born free and equal.
The second article in the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen states that governments are put in place to protect the unalienable rights of liberty, property, security, and resistance of oppression.
Number 3. All power comes from the nation, and no person has any power that does not come from the nation. So, the people were in charge of their own affairs, but every citizen had to abide by their nation's decrees.
Article 4. Liberty is the freedom to do anything, as long as it does not harm others. No man has limits on his natural rights, unless the limits help other men to maintain their rights. This is a corollary to the pursuit of happiness in the United States.
Article 5. Law can only prohibit harmful actions, and no one will be forced to do anything that is not provided by the law. In other words, the government can't force the public to commit actions which are not proclaimed by the law.
Number 6. Every citizen has the right to participate in the foundation of the law. All are equal under the eyes of law and are equally eligible for every occupation.
Article 7. No one will be accused, arrested, or imprisoned unless one commits a crime under the law. Any citizen should submit if he is summoned or arrested under the law.
Article 8. One will be punished by law only if it is strictly necessary, and the law must allow this punishment to occur. Punishments will be awarded fairly and justly for crimes.
Article 9. People are innocent until proven guilty, and violence, other than that necessary to detain someone, is punishable by law. This is similar to the Bill of Rights in the United States, where cruel and unusual punishments is prohibited.
The 10th article gives people freedom of opinion. For example, in a survey, the people are able to answer in any way they please.
Article 11 was essential to the Declaration on the Rights of Man because it protected the freedom of speech, the freedom of writing, and the freedom of printing, as one desires, so long as the power is not abused. This ensured that journalists and other writers would have complete liberty in their publications.
12. Military forces are not to be abused by the person in charge and are strictly for the good of the people.
Article 13. The cost of maintenance of public forces and administration costs should be equally distributed among citizens.
All citizens hold the right to decide how taxes are collected, to what taxes are used for, and how much taxes are.
Article 15. Citizens have the right to ask for administrative reports of every public official.
Separations of powers and checks and balances were essential components of the Declaration of the Rights of Man. In Article 16, revolutionaries composed a clause on obedience to the law and separations to limit corruption previously exhibited by the king.
Article 17. Distribution of property was important to the lower class third estate representatives who wrote the articles. The authors protected property by guarding properties from anticipated loss.
C'est si bon de partir n'importe où, bras dessus, bras dessous, en chantant